Hello. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. Can you guys hear me right now? So yeah, Ethereum just touched 3,400 US dollars. What is up, guys? There's actually already people here in the chat. That's weird. I guess there was a notification that I was getting ready to stream or something. That's weird. I didn't know that was happening, but cool. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. So Ethereum is doing extremely well right now. Absolutely unbelievable. You know, Bitcoin's just trading sideways these days, and Ethereum is ripping into new all-time highs once again. So we're going to be, of course, looking at Ethereum. We have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Of course, we're looking at Bitcoin. We also got Chainlink coming up above 42 US dollars, and the entire altcoin market is exploding. Bitcoin dominance is absolutely collapsing. So a lot of exciting stuff to go over here. So guys, definitely smash up that like button before we get started. And we're going to get started in just a second. We're going to let people join in, and we'll get started. I'll see you guys in just a second. Let's actually get some music on. I don't even care if I get shadow banned. I'm over it. At this point, I'm over it. It happens no matter what I do. So I think we could probably play some music. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. What's up? Sorry, guys. The music cut out. What's up, guys? So, looks like everyone's pissed off that it made you hit the like button. But if you haven't hit that like button, smash up that like button. We're almost at 100 likes, and we need 100 to get started. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. Absolutely epic day today. Honestly, things are not really, you know, I didn't think that Ethereum was just going to go off on its own tangent here without Bitcoin, but it seems like a lot of speculators are selling their Bitcoin for Ethereum right now, guys. And I didn't necessarily expect that to play out in that way, but it is what it is. What we did talk about recently in our videos, or the videos on my channel, what we did discuss is that, you know, and if you've been following my tweets, I've been saying that Ethereum is like on the verge of one of the biggest growth periods of the bull market, and it's happening now, and it's happening while Bitcoin's trading sideways, which is pretty cool. Which is, I think, it's interesting. It spices things up, guys. It definitely spices things up. DJ said he's not caught alive for a few months. Well, guys, we've been doing some, not as much as we used to, but we're still doing lives. RT Trader coming with the 7. He says, keep it up. I appreciate it, man. KK says, is a 20K ETH more likely now? Well, it might be. It may be, guys. It's totally possible, actually, that Ethereum may go to 20,000 because Ethereum is now probably more. Ethereum is now more than double in terms of percentage gains over the past 1 year. So Ethereum has really, really picked up the slack, guys. And Ethereum has now proven to be much more profitable to hold over Bitcoin. Far more profitable, like more than double, right? So there's that. And I think a lot of institutions are probably going to start looking at Ethereum as well, right? A lot of people, one of the biggest concerns people have for Ethereum is that the institutions aren't buying it like they're buying Bitcoin, but I think they're going to start, guys. You know, Ethereum, there's way more infrastructure on ETH than Bitcoin. Someone in the chat was saying, sell your Bitcoin for Doge. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the move. Yeah, apparently Doge is up again today. So let's hop into the, let's see what's going on here. So this is pretty amazing to see. Where are we in terms of our targets, guys? We have the fib targets. We ran up to the 1618, pulled back to previous all-time high resistance, has new support, ran up again. And we actually are now moving through the 2618, and it's getting quite bullish. How much time do we have for the close? Less than an hour till the daily candle closes. So we'll see if we can close above that. If we close above 3,300, guys, that may actually signal continuation up. If we close below the 2618, then maybe that would signal that, you know, we've had obviously significant resistance. But it seems like we have a lot of momentum now. And Bitcoin's not really doing all too much. Here, what do we got? The 4 hour? Yeah, seeing some I honestly think speculators are selling Bitcoin for Ethereum. I think that's what's happening right now. There's really no other explanation. So Ethereum's coming back up now towards that 3,400 level. We'll see how high we can go. This is definitely the biggest daily candle move we've seen in a long time. Probably the biggest one since June 1st, June 2nd. It was a June 2nd. Sorry, January 2nd. Yeah, this is probably the biggest daily, or maybe not, but it's close. Guys, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Do you have more Bitcoin than Ethereum? If you have more, if you have more Bitcoin than Ethereum, click 1. If you have more Ethereum than Bitcoin, click 2 in your portfolios. I'm curious to see what the average, viewers are holding. Check out the overall market as well. Dogecoin now up to over 44 cents. That's probably an all-time high, right? Probably. No, it wasn't. It was 47 cents, wasn't it? Yeah, we're almost there for Dogecoin. Dogecoin's going to go to an all-time high. Honestly, at this point, guys, if for those of you that are interested, if this bull market continues in this way, Doge may actually go to a multi-dollar target. And it's possible because those top holders, you know, there's like, you know, a few wallets that are holding, or less than 100 wallets own like 90% of all Doge. So if they're just, you know, if they can coordinate and they're smart, they can actually get, you know, keep a lot of supply out of the market and send this thing to infinity almost. But it's going to be an epic crash. It's going to be an epic crash. It'll be a horrendous crash at the end. Yeah, I don't own any Doge either, guys. Don't worry. Although I totally wish I did. So what was I going to talk about? I was going to make a video today, but I didn't. There's also a lot of stuff going on with Chainlink right now that is going to possibly change a lot of things. Actually, I want to go to the Binance chart. Let's see. Why don't we have the Binance chart? There we go. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance, we're going to look at that as well. But the longest, or I guess the most significant, hold on, let me change this. This track got really weird. There we go. So the most significant resistance in Chainlink history is upon us right now. And it's sitting right here. And really, I think it's that $50 level. If we can cross that $50 level, then we're going to probably see a massive shift, basically a huge pivot from this steady upward sloping resistance to an actual parabolic trend, right? It's been super steady for Chainlink over time. We kind of just pump, trade sideways, pump, trade sideways, pump, trade sideways, and now we're seeing slight higher highs. But the price action is starting to squeeze here with this resistance, and the entire market is getting bullish, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything's starting to pick up in momentum, and it seems like if we can get above $50 US, Chainlink is going to see probably the creation of a parabolic trend at that point, right? Because that's a huge change. This is going to be a huge change for Chainlink. And everything, you know, most assets are going to have their time in the sun. Most assets are going to have their time in the sun. You know, every coin's going to have its day, guys. Every coin's going to have its day. Chainlink's been lagging a little bit, but there will be a time when Chainlink comes back. Probably when people least expect it. Chainlink always moves when people least expect it. So that's yeah, Chainlink. Even though it's been quite boring over the past, you know, however many months, I think there's going to be a major shift soon. Tobias Lofton, coming to the 5, he says, "Are you still bullish on Reef long term?" Yeah, I think that, you know, once all the FUD is gone and, you know, confidence is restored, it's probably going to moon really hard. DB is saying, what part of the mania phase are we in? That's a really good question. And that can be answered, guys. So this is honestly the most important part that people need to really understand where we are here. So for those of you that, you know my channel, I created my channel to discuss the impending bubble pop for crypto, right? In 2017, in January of 2017. That was like, I came on and I said, hey guys, I think that we're at the end of this bubble. It's about to pop and it's going to get really bearish, right? That's like why I started my channel at the beginning of 2018. And all that turned out to be true, and that's why I'm still here today. But now it's like the opposite. Like, I'm coming to you guys and I'm saying, hey, we're about to enter the bubble, not exit. So I think we're about to enter the stage of this bubble. So what I should say is we're about to enter the crypto bubble, right? The 2021 crypto bubble. And this is the area that you're going to make the most money. The most gains are yet to come. The bubble zone is the area of maximum gains if you sell. If you sell, guys, and you got to actually sell, you know what I mean? A lot of people think they're going to hodl crypto forever, and it's like, yeah, good luck. So yeah, we're basically at this point where we've had our first major run up, our first pullback, sideways action, you know, and somebody in the chat was just asking me what stage of the bubble, what stage of the mania phase are we in? We're like at the initial stage where we just broke out of the all-time high over the past many months. We got the attention, right? And everyone's talking about crypto. All the celebrities are talking about crypto again. Everyone's talking about crypto again. And that's how you know that we're getting to the point where if things just go super parabolic, it's probably overvalued. It's probably going to get overvalued. So if we see a major breakout for Bitcoin again, and we go above 100K, 150K, and we start seeing maybe 200K or more, at that point we should probably be extremely cautious. Those prices are not sustainable. You could make the argument that, 20K is fair valuation, and even as high as 50K is fair evaluation for Bitcoin. But once you start getting to the 6-digit levels, for this point in time, it's technically overvalued. But we'll see. Depends on how bad inflation gets. Vikron S is coming up to 5. It says, is crypto getting too big to fail now? Will the next crypto crash tank the economy? That is an interesting question. But no, it's not. Crypto is not going to crash the economy. It's not really like that. Crypto is an emerging market, and it's not like all these cryptos are somehow tied to our everyday life, like, I don't know, like Walmart stock or like Apple stock or something. Like crypto's not anywhere even close to being that significant. So no, a crypto bear market would not crash the economy. Usually what happens is there is the crypto bear market lines up with some kind of downtrend in the stock market. Usually, not every single time, but most of the time we have seen crypto going down over many months with the stock market, going up over many months with the stock market, with some variations in between, right? It's not always correlated, but it is generally correlated. So if anything, crypto may remain generally bullish until the stock market also sees a downtrend, and then speculators are less confident to bet on crypto. Because really, guys, this is the concept that people don't get, is that, a speculator's market, if we're here to just speculate to make gains, that's really what we're here for. What is it? What is that based on? It's based on confidence. You got to be confident to want to throw your money in here and be confident that you're going to get a return, right? So when the confidence is not there, then things get really bearish. But for now, we have increasing levels of interest, attention, and hype. And we can see that right now. Ethereum hitting new all-time highs again. We're trading at 3,413 right now. We just hit 3,427. So there's FOMO, guys. And, I was saying this a few months ago. I was saying, at some point, people are going to have anxiety that they don't own crypto. They're going to be anxious that they don't have crypto. Literally, they're going to be like, oh my God, I don't own crypto. Like, even institutions will get anxiety and extreme FOMO. And we saw that even at the end of the last bull market in 2017, institutions FOMO'd the top. A lot of people think that whales are like these geniuses. That's not true. There are firms out there that'll lose $700 million in a couple months by making horrible decisions. There are dumb whales. Or there's just whales that make a few bad runs, and it's just, like that happens, And I think institutions are probably going to FOMO into the top, especially if we get the Bitcoin ETF, guys, which I think we will. And we just got the news that the SEC is delaying approval for the Bitcoin ETF till June next month. And if you guys have been listening to my channel, because this channel deals with macro trends, right? We're talking about the long term almost all the time. So yes, it can get a little bit repetitive, but that's what macro analysis is. If we maintain a general trajectory like this, there's a possibility that we may top out somewhere close to the summer, right? If we maintain this general trajectory, it would signal that we could end this bull run somewhere in the summer. If things really slow down all of a sudden and we start trading sideways for a long time, I guess that would be totally wrong. That would be totally wrong, and we maybe go to the end of the year or something. But I think that we're looking pretty bullish. I guess you could make an argument that Bitcoin is looking a little bit bearish right now, but it's not too bad yet. Whoops. So hopefully we don't create a lower high for Bitcoin. That's my only concern right now. If we create a lower high, then we may get some increased selling pressure, some increased selling interest. And also, we want to hold these moving averages for Bitcoin here on the daily. We want to hold. We have the. I actually pulled up the 45-day EMA because the 40, as opposed to the 50-day EMA, the 45-day EMA has more touch points. And if you're trying to judge momentum, you really want to stick to like 40 or below for these time frames. But 45 seems to be okay here, and we're getting some pretty good, touch. We had some pretty good touch points off the 45-day EMA, and now we're back above it. So we're back above it. This yellow line here, as long as we can maintain it, that'd be good. If we start to fall back below these moving averages, then we might see an increased selling interest, and maybe we do get a lower low. Maybe we do go to the low 40K range, maybe 38K, high 30K range, before getting the support needed to come back up. This is also possible. Guys. So you can't discount that possibility. Right now, we're still above the 45-day EMA. You could use the 50. You could use the 40. I'm just using the 45. So keep an eye on this moving average. We're above it now. We're also in this like short-term upward sloping channel in the 4-hour. I think we're still holding it. Hold on. So yeah, we have this upward sloping trend. And so we have 1, 2, 3 touch points now, 2 touch points to the top. It's probably a valid channel at this point. We'll see if we can maintain this. If we break out of this to the downside, that might not be good. If we can hold it and bounce up again, then obviously that's good. Yeah, I think that people are actually speculate, like, any new person who just came into crypto and they just bought a ton of Bitcoin or something, and they see that, and now Ethereum is everywhere. Everyone's talking about Ethereum. Ethereum's all over Twitter, all over YouTube. It's the title of this stream. It's the thumbnail. Like, everyone's talking about Ethereum today. People probably, sitting there on their apps, dumping their Bitcoin to buy Ethereum, FOMOing in. That's probably a thing. Probably happening like crazy right now, actually. So we found a lot of resistance at the 618 fib extension, which we did find a lot of chopping previously here. Right below that 60K level. It's kind of where we're finding resistance again. Yeah, Blue Fig, what's up? And he says, ETH is lifting up the whole market. Yeah, I mean, let's go to Bitcoin dominance. I mean, now it's probably plummeting. Oh my God. Wow. Look at that. That's crazy. We're at 47.3. Look at this. This is the weekly. That's nuts. So how many weeks are we down now in Bitcoin dominance? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be our 6th week. So we're on week number 6. Let's go back to 2017. Did this happen early on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only had 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We only had 4 there. 1 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, we've never had 6 full weeks. We've never had 6 full red weeks, other than here. But I'm talking about like in a bull market environment. We never had 6 full red weeks like this with a rapid decline. So this is pretty unprecedented, guys. This is pretty, we could be breaking some records here soon for Bitcoin dominance. Guys, definitely smash up that like button if you guys enjoy this type of content, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Luke says Bitcoin needs to stay in play. That's true. Bitcoin definitely needs to stay in play. Because if it doesn't, then things could get a little bit bearish. Donnie Lee coming up the $5 says, what is going on with synthetics? I don't know. I have no idea. We can look at it, I guess. I don't want people sending me like 1,000 altcoin requests. If you send me a tip looking for an altcoin, I may not respond. I may not actually look at it. I don't want to do that. It's just so distracting to look at like 1,000 altcoins. Christopher says he's confident in linear finance. There, I'm pumping your coin. There you go. Donnie coming in with another tip, asking me about SNX and why it's lagging. Guys, it's probably because it's pumped already. I mean, like, probably because it's pumped. If I remember correctly, this was like one of the best performing coins for a while. And at some point it's probably gonna, yeah, it did really well. It went from $3 to 30, basically, almost. Solid 10x there. So yeah, and now it's pulling back, consolidating, and maybe in a couple of weeks or something it'll go back up again. That's just what you have to expect after a major run like that. I mean, well, just like as a comparison for synthetics, like if you're looking at this chart here, it did something similar. Like if I just pull this back and we look here, it almost looks like the chart now. It ripped, it went from 70 cents all the way to $7, and then dumped all the way down, consolidated, got to a point of maximum fear, hit 260, right? Major capitulation. That was the area of maximum opportunity, which is usually how things go. And then it runs up again. And if you look at what's going on now, kind of something similar, right? Very similar to this area. So it's probably just a continuation. It's probably just going to be continuation. Will go up again. Most coins are going to be going up with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Most coins. A Russian person, I don't know how to read Russian. Your name, I can't read your name. Coming in with 1,000 rubles. It says, what's your maximum ETH Bitcoin this time? 0.1? 10%? I think that's the consensus. 0.1, yeah. I think that's kind of like what it was last time, and that's what people are looking for again. So 0.1 makes sense, yeah. Now, I'm not someone's. Oh, William, you're talking about someone else. So now here's the interesting thing. People are asking about Ethereum. This is crazy. Bitcoin is now, because Bitcoin's been sort of underperforming recently, it's now only up 472%. And Ethereum is up 1,500% in the past year. Now, of course, that could be because, right now we see Ethereum is overperforming. And maybe at some point it'll underperform again, and then Bitcoin will overperform above Ethereum, and then the gap will be closed a little bit. So I would just stick with, like, if Ethereum maintains a double in percent gains, we're going to go to 20K, guys, possibly. So again, Bitcoin would have to hit $200,000, and then Ethereum could hit 20,000. It's possible. So we're still going up for ETH, guys, and we got people in the chat asking for targets. I mean, if you think these, the fibs have been kind of relevant, and if they are going to remain relevant, we may be headed for 4K, guys. We may be headed for 4K. It's possible. I mean, maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. At least the 1618 did get respected here. Maybe we can. I'm not sure what you would want to do at this point. You could try to fib from these levels. I'm not sure how that would go over. This next target says 3,850, but I don't know. I've always been looking at 4K as a major level, so that's kind of what I'm waiting for now. But we'll see. How much time do we have left on the? Again, we're in price discovery. We're in new all-time high. It's very hard to judge what the market, what's going to happen. And anything can happen with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin dumps or something, like if Bitcoin just goes from 57 down to 53, Ethereum's run could be stunted, could be over for the time being. But Bitcoin's stable at least. What's up, guys? We got 400 people watching, which means we should have 400 likes. Go ahead and smash that like button. Will you cover crypto after the next crash? Will you stop, or will you start covering stocks? Well, guys, I mean, I started this channel in the bear market. So, yeah, I mean, I'll probably be covering crypto for a very long time. Donnie Lee, $2 says, I appreciate that. I need a different perspective. I forget what you asked. It's just consolidation before another leg up. But guys, always be cautious about buying into you know, buying into cryptos that have already like pumped like crazy, you know? Bluefeg says, Kev, last week you called $3,200 Ethereum and now we're blowing through it. Yeah, guys, it's getting really bullish. I was calling for the 2618 and now we just kind of just smashed it. I guess the market didn't even care at all. Price discovery, guys. Yeah, guys, the important thing, people are now talking about like the bear market and stuff. The important thing is going to be in the next bear market, what you want to do is research, you know, see what's changing within crypto, see what's being updated, what's the new innovations, you know, what should you be buying? You know, what is the next Polkadot, the next Kusama, the next Synthetics, the next whatever. I missed so many coins. What else did I miss? I missed Solana, which I'm so sad. I was literally about to buy it at $3. Like I had my button. I was like about to click buy Solana at 3, and for some reason that day I was like, nah, like I'm not gonna do it. And then it was just like, God damn it. Let's go. Let's see Solana. It's now number 16, 46. Yeah, I was gonna buy it at $3. It's so. I hate seeing that. And it just never stopped. Like, even when Bitcoin dumped, Solana just kept pumping. Crazy, crazy. No, guys. Who's talking about SafeMoon? Absolutely not. That's going to be that's the next BitConnect, guys. Like, every bull market, there's a new big scam, and it's probably going to be SafeMoon. We Are the Remnant says that you did the same with Polygon. Yeah, that's one of my best buys so far. You know, everyone's gonna find one of their, you know, everyone's gonna have like their coin that does really well. You know what I mean? Everyone's gonna find that gem that does really well. Polygon is one of my gems this bull market. It's pretty amazing to hold. The other day was crazy. I actually stacked up like another huge position in Polygon, and like the next day it ripped. Like really good timing. But I was getting in at 4 cents or below 4 cents. Some people on my Patreon got in at 4 cents with me, which is awesome. Beastly says, do you think $300 Chainlink is still in play? Well, some people may not exactly like me saying this, but you know, I used to think 500 was possible. And I've lowered to 200. Now, what I used to say was 2 to 500 was like the range. And now I'm kind of just going to 200 and just saying like 200 is like a bull market target right now. Like that's kind of my Chainlink bull market target. And going from $20 to 200 actually does match its network growth. It sees a 10x in network growth year over year. So it kind of makes, from a price action perspective, that actually makes sense, 20 to 200 since the bull market started. And I think Chainlink going to 200 is totally possible, guys. At this point, though, it's been slightly underperforming recently, underperforming. I mean, Chainlink actually started its bull run earlier than everyone else. But it's been lagging a little bit. So it's like, okay, are we really going to go to 500? It depends. It depends. If the bull market goes on longer than I expect, because guys, you have to also remember, I think that the bull market may end in the summer, somewhere between, you know, probably not going to be June, but somewhere between June and September. So if we go on longer than that, then Chainlink may go above 200, may go higher. We'll see. But yeah, also Chainlink, if we can break above 50, you know, this is going to be the start of probably a parabolic shift, and things could get really wild. We'll see. You know, if we have a few really good weeks above that 50 level, and we get to 100 faster than I expect, then maybe we go higher than 200. Maybe. Giovanni says, hey, Kev, is DeFi going mainstream? Yeah, guys. Yes, absolutely. CC says, engine, babe. That was another one. Yeah, we've already talked about this before here on YouTube. Yeah, this was another one of my picks. And I actually think this is still a good buy. Engine Coin at a $2.4 billion market cap, probably still a good buy. And it's kind of just consolidating. You know, we had a long accumulation range over here. We pretty much had one pump, an attempt at a second pump, and then we dumped. But we're holding steady. It looks like there's interest at these levels. I think that, you know, Engine may be boring. It may go sideways for a while, but then I think it's going to pump again. I think Engine Coin's going to go up again, most likely. And it could go to like $7 to $10 is not unreasonable in this bull market. Ethereum new all-time high again? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. 3,455. All right, guys, we're gonna do it. We're gonna open up that 1 minute candle. Here we go. Watch that 1 minute as I read chat. What altcoins are you considering holding after the cycle? Not many. Guys, altcoins are gonna get destroyed again. I mean, the only thing that you should be holding after the bull market ends is probably, you know, stable coins or Bitcoin. I mean, like even Bitcoin you'll lose a lot of value in the bear market, but you know, guys, that's the thing about that's the thing about crypto, you know, that's just the thing about crypto. A lot of people, you know, say they're going to hold Bitcoin forever. And that's fine. You can do that if you want. It's just like a waste of time in a sense. Like if you're gonna buy Bitcoin, you know, and then just hold it until it goes to a multi-$100,000 target, and then you're just not gonna sell, and you're just watching the chart all day. Like, what's the point? What's even the point of spending all this time like looking at the chart if you're not gonna sell? Because then it's just gonna come back. You're gonna come back to where you are today at some point probably. And it's like, what was the point of all that time you spent looking at the charts? It's like you might as well just literally completely forget about it and just walk away. If you're gonna spend time looking at the charts, I would say, you know, get some profit at some point so that it all becomes worth it. You know, Excalibur says $2. Could the altcoin rally continue after Bitcoin peaks? Yeah, I mean it's totally possible, guys. You guys know we've talked about this macro stuff before. What happens after a bull market? I mean, some of my viewers should know this by now. Some of our like market psychology, human behavior lessons that I give repeatedly on this channel. What happens after a bull market? Well, when you peak, when you get the bull market to peak, this up here where you have the blow off top, if we get the blow off top, doesn't have to happen. Maybe we don't get a blow off top. But usually you get some kind of blow off top. And this is the area of maximum interest, right? Maximum attention, maximum interest, maximum eyes, maximum everything, right? So this is like when the biggest, like all the noise is made at the top, right? So that like kind of just like echoes out. And even after the trend ends, and even the experts will look at the chart and be like, yeah, I think this is over. You know, the average person has no idea. So they come into the market thinking that they're going to, you know, get the next uptrend in crypto. And some of them do because they buy some altcoins. And there's a lot of energy. Once you have that huge spike, that huge peak, and it just makes all that noise and echoes out, a lot of people come in during the beginning of the bear market and they start speculating on altcoins. And there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of buzz, a lot of energy at the beginning of a bear market. A lot of stuff going on. People want to, you know, people don't know. Is it over? What should I buy next? What's going to happen next? There's all this stuff, all this noise, all this energy. And yeah, altcoins go crazy in the beginning of a bear market. They go crazy. Some altcoins are going to hit their all-time high in the beginning of the bear market. That's usually how it goes. And it's simply because of all that attention that we got. So that's why that happens. We'll see, though. You know, I mean, Bitcoin doesn't have to do this stock to flow thing, though it likely will. Who knows? Let's see what we got here. Guys, definitely smash up that like button if you're just tuning in. So yeah, Michael, that was a long answer to your question, but yeah, I don't plan to hold altcoins in a bear market. I mean, that's just like a waste of like stress and energy. Like, it just doesn't even make sense. I'll trade them. I'll try to find, there's going to be a lot of new coins released in bear markets too. Like, even in the bear market, you're going to see new projects launch, and you can catch those at the bottom as they pump in the bear market, as long as you can, trade them effectively enough. Harley K, what's up, man? How's it going? Tube for Knowledge says ETH will go to 20K, no doubt, this cycle. I mean, it's quite likely that now. I mean, Ethereum is starting to overperform, which is kind of what a lot of people were expecting because, guys, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. A lot of people were watching Ethereum here, and they saw, Bitcoin was pumping, Ethereum wasn't really doing much, and like they were like all pissed off that Ethereum wasn't doing much. But it was just the energy was kind of just like coiling up for this major move. Yeah, guys, Ethereum is a coin that I will buy without even caring about the price. Why? Because I have to use it for stuff that I want to do. I look at like a new altcoin I want to buy. I literally just open up my apps and I just buy Ethereum. It doesn't even matter what the price is. It doesn't matter. So if you consider that I do that because that's what I do for, certain other things I'm doing. There's like that. A lot of other people are also doing that. So there's always this demand for Ethereum all the time. So that's why the price is going up. Literally today, even I pulled out my app. I bought Ethereum. Didn't even look at the price. Didn't care because I just need it anyway. You know what I mean? That's Ethereum. Ethereum has so much usage. You guys asking about Litecoin. Litecoin will probably go to 1,000 at least. Look at that chat real quick. People are asking about staking in the chat. Staking. Alex Malero just likes tipping, so he sent me $5. I appreciate that. This is mind you, this is the guy that sent me like $500 2 days in a row. Alex Malero, you're crazy, dude. Yeah, so people ask about staking. This is my ETH2 staking position right here, and I have 32 ETH staked. And I gotta say that it's not really worth it. Not really. Like I'm making some rewards, but it's like, okay, is it? I don't know. Like once they do phase 1.5, and I have the option to take out or to unstake whenever I want, then it's awesome. Then that's great. Right now, it's like I'm risking all this money, 100,000, to be staked, not really earning that much, and I may not be able to sell it when I want to sell it. And it's like, is it really worth it? I don't know. If I'm not able to sell my ETH2 staking position and we dump, like and the bear market begins, I'm probably just gonna I'm probably just gonna hold it and just sit on it, let it earn rewards for like literally 4 years if I can't sell at the right time, and just let it go, right? And I'll benefit from the tax stuff too at that point. But a lot of people bought 32 ETH. 32 ETH is now worth over $100,000, so that's cool. Travity. Hold on. I'm curious to know. You have a check mark in your name? Travity. You have 200,000 subscribers. What do? You do gaming or something? There's no Spotify playlists. Interesting. Travity's asking me a question. He says, this feels like a blow off top. And I definitely am not a bearish person. This feels like a blow off top. Yeah, I mean, this could lead to at least it could lead to a short-term blow off top. It could lead to a short-term blow off top, but I mean, it depends. You know, if you're looking at remember, even if Ethereum has a short-term blow off top, like let's say Ethereum like rips up and we wick all the way up to like 5K and then reject and dump and we come back down to 3K or something or 2,500, you know, whatever. Like, yeah, that can happen in the middle of a bull market. Stuff like that's totally possible. I mean, guys, look at this area. You know, Ethereum went from, you know, $10 all the way to 300 or 400. And what happened after Ethereum went to 400? It dumped nearly 70%. 70, guys. 70%. So if you bought Ethereum down here and your position was worth $100,000 at 400 and you were all happy about it, just like a month or two later, that position was now only worth 30,000. And you were sitting there like, oh my God, like, why didn't I sell? Like, I'm an idiot. Oh, the bear market started. Oh my God. Your monkey brain starts telling you all these things. But it's, you know, it is a blow off top in the short term. And then we consolidate, we rip again. So, you know, that stuff is possible. Yeah. I mean, we might find something like that at some point. We could go to 5K, and then I don't know. I'm just kind of just playing around with ideas here. But I mean, imagine even going from 5K to 2K, 60% down. Like something like that can happen, and everyone's going to say, "Oh, it's over, it's over." You know, who knows? Something like that can happen, even if we're going to go way higher later. Never discount that. Never discount that. Right now, it looks pretty good, guys. Right now, it looks like we have the momentum. We're going to see if Bitcoin can sustain these levels. If Bitcoin can sustain these levels and we can keep riding this 45-day EMA or the 50-day EMA, whatever you're looking at, then, well, yeah. I mean, if we can sustain this and we keep trending up, then Ethereum will probably keep trending up as well. If we start losing this, and then selling interest increases and fear levels start to increase again, we'll probably end up going for a lower low. I doubt, I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. This is just a total guess. I don't think we're going to double bottom here. We'll probably break down again if we touch that high 48K level, 47K level. Vikram S coming to the 5. He says, would you rather buy ETH now or Tesla stock? I mean, guys, I'm like almost totally focused on crypto. So I don't really know. You know, I don't know. What is Tesla stock doing right now? I'm not like I've been. It's a crypto bull market, guys. I've been very distracted with crypto. Haven't really been keeping up with Tesla stock. Would you rather? So the question is, would you rather buy ETH or Tesla stock? ETH. I'd rather buy ETH. One, because I understand it more. I don't really understand Tesla stock and why it's mooning while they don't make any money. I don't really study that. I don't really study Tesla stock. I don't know. I understand Ethereum though, so I'm going to buy what I understand and I'll trade what I understand. That's really the only way you can make money anyway. So ETH depends on what you understand. Depends on what you think you can actually effectively do. Pablo Lacasa coming with a 25. He says, that is all. Cheers. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, we should throw them in here a link to Moon Boys. So hold on, someone else actually also asked a question. Guys, check out Pablo's NFT collection. I'm gonna post a link in here. I actually own a few myself. Here, check it out. Moonboys.space. I think they have their new poses released recently. I've talked about it on this channel before too, so maybe you guys have heard it. Oh God, now we have a tip war going on. Alex Malera coming with another 25. Says, you will not out-tip me, sir. Okay, hold on. What was I about to do? Someone asked a really good question. Let me go back. Oh yeah, Stefan K says, Kev, do you think there is a correlation between crypto and the stock market? Well, there always has been, at least somewhat. There's always been at least somewhat of a correlation. Hold on. I'm not sure what. Maybe we should go for the S&P, and we could. There's actually this is actually very interesting to look at. I always like looking at this because there's such a strong argument and a strong debate about Bitcoin and the stock market and why they are or aren't correlated. So this is the S&P here, and there's always like clear, like there's always, to me when I look at this, I just, and it's so weird. You know how like there's like those Facebook things or those social media things where it's like someone sees this color and someone sees this color and you're both looking at the same image and you argue about what color it is? That's how I feel about the Bitcoin stock market correlation. To me, it's just like, so it's like very much there. Like I see it. Like I can see that it's pretty correlated and to a certain degree. Like there seems to be, I mean, now we're just looking at the 4-hour chart. But even the 4-hour chart is showing like some kind of correlation. They both are kind of going up and down, like kind of flowing together. You see this? The rises and the dips, the rises and the dips. Now, recently it's less correlated. Bitcoin's going down, S&P's still going up. But they both dumped at the same time. Look, they both dumped at the same time. I don't know. To me, it's just really, it's really interesting to look at. And there's a lot of different trends you can actually keep an eye on. Hold on, we have to actually scrunch this all up to see it. Or maybe, no, I have to pull up the Bitcoin chart on log scale, I think. Because Bitcoin has much bigger percentage swings. But still, there's like even like cycle peaks line up together. They trend down together. Now, this area is less correlated here. They both had a major bear market together. They both recovered together. They both obviously dumped in March together. There's a lot of things that are similar with these two. I think I actually have to, I think the way that this works is you pull up the Bitcoin chart first and then overlay it with the S&P, because now I have to, it's going to get really funky. It's going to get really funky. But here, if you look at it like this, yeah, I got to pull up Bitcoin first. They both had, here we go. Because Bitcoin's percentage swings are just so much bigger. But they both have like similar style price action. They both dumped together here, both recovered together. The only time that they were really like uncorrelated was right before the election. But if you get the percentage swings to the same level, you can kind of see that they have a similar ebb and flow. And they both broke their all-time highs at the same time as well. Right? S&P's breaking the all-time high right here. Bitcoin breaking 20K right here. Very similar. Alex Malero coming in with another tip. Sorry, I just went off on a tangent on that one. Coming up with 15, he says, "Eth gone wild, ultimate rush." Let's see where we're at. Yeah, we were just speculating earlier about this, this type of a pattern that we saw in 2017, and like, could Eth do that again? Yeah, I think it's possible. That like we could see some pretty epic swings before actually going to 20K or 10K. A lot of people just want a smooth sailing up there. It probably won't be that. We'll probably end up seeing a blow off top at like, I don't know, 5K, 6K, dump again to back below the current levels. I mean, that's classic crypto action right there before consolidating and then going to an insane target like 10 or 20K. This stuff is totally possible and actually extremely likely. Now, it sounds like a guess. Like, it sounds like I'm just totally guessing, which I am. But it's just the nature of crypto. It's just, this is how the market behaves. This is exactly what you have to expect. This insanity. And this is why I always expect this. I'm always expecting something like this. So when it happens, people are like freaking out. And it's just kind of funny to me. This is what you signed up for, guys. You signed up for some insanity. Just wait for it. It's all fun right now, and Ethereum may rip to like 5 or 6K, but it's going to get insane. The bull market is amazing, and it's also wild. What do we got Doge doing here? We're up at 44 cents. Dogecoin is about to become the #1 crypto. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, that wouldn't even surprise me at this point. What did Elon Musk say? He said, "Fate loves irony." It's crazy. Dogecoin could easily surpass XRP in a major breakout and land itself as number 4. Just looking at chat. I think Alex just won the tip war. Alessandro coming over the 5 years. He says, "Why nobody talks about Audius? It's such an amazing project." You know, guys, there's so many coins. There's so many coins. You know, someone else in the chat was saying, if you had $1,000, would you split it between XRP, VeChain, and One? And it's like, I don't know. I mean, those are just 3 coins. Like there's so many coins. There's so many coins. It depends. It really depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for less risky plays, more risky plays? What is your tolerance for risk? There's a lot of questions to ask. I don't know your situation, so I can't really be like, yeah, you should do this. I have no idea. Alessandro coming to the 5, he says, why nobody talks about audio? I don't know. I'm not sure really I don't know anything about that project. Chris Dubai coming to the 50, he says, cheers. Chris, I appreciate that. Chris is coming in with the 50 euro tip every single stream now. Chris is becoming a top tipper, or I should say consistent tipper. Only Bitcoin says that I have a feeling that Ethereum is now leading the direction of the market. Yes, Ethereum is currently leading for sure. And you know what's really interesting that we've talked about before, and it's like, you know, the first thing is that the Bitcoin cycles are playing out like perfectly, right? Like if you understand the stock to flow model, or if you understand the halving event in the stock to flow model, like it's literally a dream come true for Bitcoiners. The halving takes place. Right after the halving, we trade sideways a little bit, and then we rip into a new all-time high. And it's like, wow, everything's going exactly as planned, exactly as expected. It's like crazy. It's almost shocking. It's like, yeah, the market usually doesn't do that, but the way that Bitcoin's set up, it happens, right? That artificial scarcity kicks in higher levels of demand. And I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to answer someone else's question. But for Ethereum, it's also very similar in the sense that we pumped up above the all-time high. We consolidate at that $45 level in 2017 and then rip up again. Ethereum here, we pump above that all-time high. We consolidate right here, just in the same way, just like this pennant here. We have another pennant here above the all-time high, and now we're ripping up again. It's all really interesting. It's kind of happening very similarly for now. It could change. But the speculative nature of the market, that's what's driving the market, right? And the narrative of the way that the way that the cycle's supposed to play out is sort of like what's driving it. So yeah, I expect, we could have another couple weeks up. At some point, we'll probably see major rejection for ETH. But I actually think we may be headed for 4K. The 3618. Jonathan says, Raul Paul thinks that Ethereum is now where Bitcoin was in the last cycle due to network effects. Thoughts? Yeah, absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Like I said earlier, I buy Ethereum and I don't even look at the price because I actually use it on a regular basis. Vikram S. coming to the 5, he says there is a super bull market going on in this live stream. There's a super chat bull market going on in this live stream. Well, also that reminds me, Vikrant, of the whole the super cycle narrative, you know, even, you know, maybe it's true, but I also just want to warn people that if Bitcoin breaks out again and we're, you know, going above 100K at some point, you're going to hear, you know, people, first of all, some people actually believe this. Some people just get views from saying stuff like this, that, you know, we're entering a super cycle and that we're going to go to 500,000, we're going to go to 1 million or whatever. Like, you're going to hear all this stuff, and just be very careful about what you listen to and what you believe, because you can really screw up that, you know, if you basically start to overexpose yourself at higher levels, like you're buying a ton more into the market at 100K and we go to 200K and you're FOMOing, you're getting really greedy. You're like, oh, I can make so much more, you know, oh my God, a super cycle, like that kind of mentality. You know, if you're averaging up too much going into the end of the bull run, you can get caught in a really bad position where once we dump so fast that in just a couple weeks, you're back to break even or something. This happens to people. You got to be really careful. Don't average up too high. You know, if things go well and we keep going up, a lot of people are going to be sitting on a lot of gains, and they're going to feel so confident and they're going to feel so good, and they're going to feel like, oh, I could make even more. I can make even more, and they just keep buying, and they're just average, and then their average price just gets too high, and then when things turn around, it doesn't end well. Richard, $5, and this is for all the new people. I mean, the people that have been watching my channel, you know, we were buying, you know, at much lower prices. We were buying way down here. I mean, I feel like I could actually say this, like my viewers that were here from 2018. We can't take a loss at this point. I don't think we can actually take a loss anymore. We're like at that level where we just can't take a loss. Unless we average up too high, like I just said. But we pretty much can't take a loss. I mean, like, even if Bitcoin dumped to 20K and below, we'd probably still be in some kind of profit or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's the crazy part. Richard, coming to the 5, KDA is the fastest layer 1 proof of work blockchain. Richard's talking about KDA. Appreciate the tip. Kadena, is that what it is? Kadena? I have heard of this. I don't know enough to talk about it, though. Is that what KDA is? I believe that's Kadena or something. Kadena, exact. KDA. I don't really know too much about it, though. Jesus coming in with the $3. Can we look at XRP TA? Yeah, we could do that. We could look at some XRP TA. We'll look at the XRP chart. Alex Milera coming in with another $25 and says hello, or LO. Alex Milera being the insane person that he is, constantly throwing more. And there's another one from you again. Tobias Lofton coming in with the $5. He says, we are going to 1 million ? Check for real. Though no alts. Wait. We are going to 1 million ? Check. For real, though, no alts worth holding onto until the next bull market? No. Guys, this is the thing. You know, the only thing you could hold on to until the next bull run would probably be Bitcoin or Ethereum, or a stable coin. Because the top list of coins changes constantly. I mean, maybe Binance Coin actually. Maybe Binance Coin is actually something you could hold. Maybe. But and XRP actually has been very resilient at being a top coin, and Dogecoin apparently. But the top coins are always changing, guys. So if you're gonna say like, oh, you know, I'm gonna hold VeChain until 2024, it's like, okay. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, I mean, is it gonna last? Is it gonna be there? Is it, you know, is it? I don't know. It's hard to say. Alex Miller coming to the 25 says tipping power is activated. I think you're like, I don't even know where you're at now. I can't even tell. I think you've tipped like 4 or 5 times already. I appreciate that, though. I appreciate that. What else? Oh yeah, someone keeps asking for XRP TA. So also Dogecoin is nearly about to break into a new all-time high. which is crazy at this point, guys. You know, if my analysis is correct and we are this early in the bull market and we are going to potentially go to a six-figure target, well, Dogecoin will probably go to a multi-dollar target. It almost feels like Dogecoin is like Donald Trump. And let me explain what I mean. When Donald Trump was running for president, everyone was laughing. Like I also was like, he's not going to become president. Like, no way. You know, like I didn't really think he would. And then he did. And everyone was like, oh. Like that's basically Dogecoin. Everyone's like, no, Dogecoin, no, it's just not, you know, it's not going to do it. And then it's probably going to go to a multi-dollar target, you know, and it's just going to blow everyone's mind. That's just like probably how things go. That seems like the world of 2020, 2021. Nothing is crazy anymore, you know. Doge to the moon. I don't even hold any, but honestly, seeing Doge at $5 would be hilarious. I mean, actually, I got to go to the. We're gonna look at XRP. Someone's asking me. Someone tipped me and said, "Look at XRP." I think it's the Bitstamp chart that has the most history. Eric says short Doge on the signs of a Bitcoin blow off top. Yeah, you could do that. You could probably do that. Whoops. But you have to be right about your blow off top idea. So let's see, have we hit any major fib targets? Well, how would you fib this anyway? Maybe I have to go on TradingView to get higher fib targets. I don't think you could fib it like this. No, I would need crypto. I mean, I would need TradingView for higher fib targets. But yeah, I mean, at this point though, we've only had XRP has only had basically like probably like 3 weeks of time above this level. So, I mean, once you break out of here, I mean, at that point, I guess we could look at your weekly candle closes. So that's interesting. That wick right there, I just marked up this weekly candle close and it lines up with this wick. So the market kind of like targeted that exact candle close area, which was just below $2. And the next area where the candles are closing is at 278. So if you can get above that range, if you get above your next the all-time high, you're looking for 278. But we'll see. Also, XRP kind of does trade on its own time. So you can't really do any comparisons like I do with Bitcoin and Ethereum. A little bit, but it's looking really bullish. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like the horizontals for XRP have always been the most significant. All the horizontal support and resistances. Like I just marked up this support right here, and this is where all these candles were closing right here. So it's really all about horizontals for XRP. Yeah, and you're kind of just stuck in between $1 and $2 right now. Just kind of ping-ponging around. If you get above 2, you're probably going to head for 278. And if you get above 278, you'll probably go to a new all-time high. Somebody said Ethereum is crashing right now. Those words are so misused, guys. The word crashing is the most misused word in this entire industry. Okay, let's go to the 4-hour chart. We're seeing a little bit of resistance, but we're definitely not crashing, guys. We're definitely not crashing. People always say crashing, and it's hilarious. But yeah, we're finding some resistance. Bitcoin's probably going down here. So for Bitcoin on the daily, we gotta see if we hold these moving averages. The 50, or the 45 is what I'm using. The EMA. I mean, what can happen at this point is you could see Ethereum like kind of just consolidate up here. and just chop. You know, that's stuff like that's always possible as well. Just some chop for a while. And then maybe Bitcoin will determine which way we break or something. But I don't, you know, at this point we had a major how many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green 4-hour candles in a row. If we see some kind of consolidation right now, I mean, that's totally normal, you know, totally normal. And that may be what we're about to see. A little bit of consolidation. Alex Miller coming with the 5, he says, it's a correction, not a crash. If you're scared, sell. Don says, just remember, bull markets can go higher than you think, and vice versa for bear markets. They go lower than you can imagine. That's so true. That is so true. And this is why I've been saying to people, do you guys remember last year? Wait, hold on one second. I'm just checking something. Why isn't this loading? Do you guys remember last year when I was saying in all my videos that you're going to make more money than you ever thought possible? I was like constantly saying that. You're going to make more money than you ever thought possible. And people were always like, Kev, that is like the most ridiculous statement you've made. I'm like, I mean, if we're talking about a bull market, if we're talking about a crypto bull market, you're going to make more money than you thought possible, right? Like a true bull market in crypto, it's like that. And I still think that's true. Someone says, are you still buying Matic? Am I still buying Matic? I don't need to buy anymore. I stacked up heavily, guys. I stacked up really fat. Yeah. I don't need any more. Sorry, I have a runny nose. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Yeah, I don't need more Matic. But yeah, guys, I mean, if you guys, oh my God. Do we have a scammer coming in here, guys? Blasting the chat? Of course we do. Mods, where are you guys? Come on. Yeah, by the way, disclaimer for everybody watching. If you ever see somebody like comment on your comment, and it has my name and it says like, here's my number, and like, you know, contact me. Guys, I will never contact you. I will never contact you. Like, I will never get you in a chat and be like, hey, do you want to send me some crypto so that I can help you make money? Like, I will never do that. And nobody you watch on YouTube will do that. None of us will do that because we're not licensed to do that, right? We're YouTubers. So if you ever get anybody that contacts you and says, send me crypto, do not. You will lose it all. There's no reversing transactions in blockchain. Unless it's Tether, apparently. It's a huge warning for everyone out there. There are fake people. There are fake scammers. They'll copy my name, copy my picture, and scam you. Don't fall for it. But yeah, I think that Matic Polygon, there's a lot of stuff in the works for them. A lot of stuff coming. And this will probably go to a $10 billion market cap at least. That's what I think. And it'll be the leading scaling solution for Ethereum. No. Nope. Tobias, I don't know why Tobias just said that. I will not contact you. I will not contact you. Ralph Salamone is in the chat. He says, yo, my dude. Ralph Salamone is an actual IRL friend. Also, Truth Network is an actual IRL friend. Let's get some shout outs for Truth Network and Ralph Salamone. Ralph, what price did I get you to buy? Ralph Salamone is an IRL, like a real life friend. Sorry guys, you're all internet friends. And I convinced him to buy Ethereum at like 1,500 or something like that. It was like somewhere over here. I forget exactly what it was. You know, it's funny. He bought in, and then there was like a dip. But I was like, dude, you just got to hold. You just got to hold. And now he's up double. I think you've probably doubled your money now. You've almost doubled your money. That's pretty cool. Oh man, we're back at the point. Oh my God, I'm getting some ridiculous questions. We're back at the point in the cycle where people are asking me if like random coins can surpass ETH. It's JP 8 gags coming with a 10. He says, "Yo, Kev, where's Zeus Capital at these days?" Oh, they're gone. They're liquidated, guys. Do you remember when I was making tweets saying liquidate Zeus Capital? Do you guys remember when Zeus Capital came into my live stream? You guys remember that? I was doing a stream. Chainlink was like running from like, I don't know, probably like $10 to $13, like an epic moonshot back here in 2020. And I was streaming, and Zeus Capital came in, and they were like saying that they were like, Kev. They said something like this. They said Kev needs to hype up Chainlink so that he can sell before it crashes and goes to zero or something. And I was like, they sound like Peter Schiff at that point. But yeah, Chainlink is about to make a major pivot, guys. So that's cool. We get above 50, things can get really bullish. This is the longest and most significant resistance trend in Chainlink history, and it stems back to 2019. AJ, Ethereum is not going to be outpaced by a random altcoin. You know, it's just not going to happen. You know, thoughts on Cardano? You know, I mean, I want to see more. Really, that's my thought. I want to see more. I want to see more of what they can do. I think there's a lot of hype and a lot of pre-speculation going into Cardano. Everyone wants to be in it before it's a big thing, and that's causing this epic level of speculation for Cardano. But I just need to see them do more. I don't know. I just need to see more results. It's JP says he was in chat for that. I mean, I think you know, we'll see. I think Cardano could do great. I'm not. I am not somebody that thinks Cardano is going to be an Ethereum killer. You know, the way that this is going to go, that most people don't realize. Sorry, my nose is super runny right now. I think I need a tissue. But the way so people always think that something's going to take over. There's going to be a Bitcoin killer. There's going to be an Ethereum killer. You know, that's so 2017, guys. That is so 2017. We're above that now. We're past that. There's no more Bitcoin killer. There's no more Ethereum killer. There's only cross-chain solutions, right? We're talking about an industry that's basically going to meld. Everything's going to start melding together, and there's going to be all kinds of interoperability and cross-chain solutions, cross-chain trading. All this stuff is going to happen, and everything's going to kind of mix into each other, and everything's going to sort of support each other and help each other grow and help each other. You know, different projects are going to help offload work from other blockchains and support. Everything's going to be built to support itself, to support each other, and you know, it's not going to be one winner takes all. It's not going to be like that. Someone says Kevin is allergic to ADA. I guess so. No, I'm not. I don't have anything against ADA at all. All I said was I just need to see more. That's all I said. That's not bad. That is. It's not. People in crypto are so defensive. It's not a bad thing. I just want to see more. I don't know. I think it's going to do great. I think it's going to probably moon like crazy. And that's probably what everyone wants anyway. It's JP says, Kev, you have literally changed my life. Wow. JP says, you've changed my life with crypto. That's incredible. That's amazing to hear. Yeah, I think one of the coolest comments I got this bull run was that I helped some mother like pay for their child's like major surgery or something. I was like, that's cool. That's actually like, you know, way better than you know, somebody buying a car or something. Just looking at chat. Guys, by the way, we have 800 people watching, which means we should have 800 likes on this stream. Definitely smash up that like button if you enjoy this kind of content. If you guys like seeing Ethereum trading above 3,300 and absolutely mooning, definitely smash up that like button. And subscribe if you're new. Make sure that bell button is on, guys. A lot of times, YouTube will unselect the bell button. Oh yeah, did we have our... Oh yeah, we had our daily candle close, didn't we? Wow, am I that late? Wow, I'm like 18 minutes late for that. Yeah, we had our daily candle close. Congratulations. Ethereum. Let's make a tweet. Let's make a tweet on a live stream. Guys, see, I'm one of the only people that does this. Ready? I put the diamond in next to Ethereum because I'm cool. No one else does that. Highest daily candle close ever. And then you gotta throw in the fire emojis. And there you go. Some live tweeting going on out here. Amazing. Yeah, congrats to all the Ethereum holders. An absolutely epic day. An absolutely epic day. And it looks like, you know, we did find a little bit of resistance going into the daily candle close, but it's nothing major. Looks like we could continue up more. We could continue up more. And right now, Bitcoin's kind of boring, so speculators are probably, you know, a little bit more FOMO-y for ETH, which is honestly probably the opposite of what you should do. I mean, but whatever. Yeah, have you guys seen my laser eyes? People talking about laser eyes in the chat. Have you guys seen my laser eyes? I actually have like real lasers coming out of my eyes. So that's awesome, guys. History in the making. I think Chainlink is one of the ones that is really poised for something big. And crossing that resistance is gonna be it. Gavin says, I invested $100 into Ethereum. Is that good? I don't know. I mean, did you just buy Ethereum or something? I'm assuming you may have just bought ETH. Wait, how many subscribers are we from? Guys, we are so close to 54,000 subs. We're right there. Who's going to send us over the 54,000 subscriber mark? Let's see where we're at. Yeah, not that many. We're not that many away. Who wants to send us to 54K? Maybe that'll moon Bitcoin faster. Me and Bitcoin are like kind of like competing here in numbers. Bitcoin's 56. I'm almost 54. I got to keep up, guys. Dominic says, "Give him subs, Germany." Yeah, guys, we've talked about a lot of stuff. What haven't we looked at? There's a few things we can look at. Bitcoin balance on exchanges. Let's reload this real quick. Let's see where we're at. Oops. So yeah, we're still on a steady decline. Balance on exchanges is still moving down. So that's good. No major players are loading tons of Bitcoin onto exchanges, getting ready to sell. It's not happening just yet. I think what you're going to see is if we start doing some major parabolic moves, as things are getting super bullish, you may start to see big players loading in Bitcoin onto exchanges, and the balance on exchanges will actually start going up as the price is going up, actually. That's at least what happened last time. I don't know. We'll see. I could be wrong. Now, Ethereum balance on exchanges, let's see this one. Yeah, we're back to plummeting down again, which is good. That's bullish. So let's see. So there's Pi cycle, which I think is there's definitely some flaws with the Pi cycle that I could discuss. What was I looking at? There's a few good ones on here. I like the Z-score, keeping track of where Bitcoin is at what price and when it's being moved, and it usually lines up pretty well with the end of the bull run with a major blow off top. And we're not really anywhere near a point where like top wallets are shifting their Bitcoin around to exit the market. We're not really at that point yet, at least according to this one. We're in the midst of, you know, maybe at some point in the next many months, we'll enter a blow-off top, and you'll see a major shift of Bitcoin onto exchanges, and then the Z-score will pop, and then that's how you'll know, okay, we're seeing, you know, all the whales are sort of following each other out of the market. And balance on exchanges is still going down, and the Z-score hasn't really moved much, so it's looking good, guys. Oh wait, I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe you can't. Looking pretty good, guys. People are asking me if borrowing stablecoins is a good idea. I mean, it can be a little bit tricky. I hate being in debt at all. You know, I just try to avoid that completely. But you know, something that I would rather do is lend stable coins during a bear market and earn interest. That's something you can do. Lend your stable coins, guys. You know what a good plan for the bear market is? Short shit coins, lend stable coins. There you go. That's the plan, guys. Short shit coins, lend stable coins in the bear market. Now, of course, we're far away from that, but that's something you can think about doing. Toby says Dan Held says it's a super cycle. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about the super cycle. There's a lot of people talking about Dan Held saying it's a super cycle. He's been big on that recently. I'm just going to go with Bitcoin's traditional performance at this point. I'm not going to, there's no major factors that I see that would send us into an even bigger bull market. Now, I'm assuming that, you know, most people, when they think of super cycle, they're thinking of like a longer and much higher run than expected. If Bitcoin goes to 200, 300,000 and then we enter a bear market, that's not a super cycle. That's a standard cycle. That is actually what Bitcoin normally does. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. Gordia says, would you hodl Chainlink through a bear market? Absolutely not, guys. That is just like, no, absolutely not. I mean, the only thing, I think Bob Lucas said this. He said what he might do, and you know, I've had this thought too, but when he said, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Is that when we get to a potential blow off top and end of a cycle, or end of the overall cycle, whenever that may be, hold 25%, you know, try to scale out properly going into the blow off top. Maybe after there's a confirmed blow off top, then it's much easier to, you know, sell on a bounce or something. It's more like, it's easier to know when it's over, when you actually get the rejection candle rather than guessing where the top's going to be. There's certain signals you can look for that'll actually tell you if it's over with high certainty. But yeah, hold 25% of your Bitcoin in case you're wrong, you know, in case there is a super cycle. You hold 25% as like insurance that, okay, it looks like a top. We probably would go into a bear market from there. But if it doesn't, let me hold 25% as insurance. And then if we rip into, a super cycle, we go, $500,000 or more. Well, then you have at least your insurance there making you something. So you're not screwed. Or, well, screwed. You're not left out. It's me coming to the 2. He says, good time in your opinion to buy F for the long term. I mean, yeah, it depends. It depends on, again, I'm not a financial advisor, guys, right? I'm just a YouTuber. I'm not licensed to give financial advice. You have to really you have to decide on what your time preference is. You have to actually make that decision on what is your time preference. If you buy Ethereum now, are you going to be worried if it does, let's say go to 4K and then dump and then stays down at 2K for like a month or two? Is that going to be a problem for you? Are you actually going to be here for the long term? If you are going to be here for the long term, I think that Ethereum is likely to go to higher prices. And it is possible that we do go to 10 to 20,000 if Bitcoin keeps up this traditional performance. But let's say if you're going to do it for the long term, I think it's okay, but just keep yourself in check. Are you FOMOing right now? Are you fearing that you're missing out right now? Keep yourself in check. Average in if you have to, like do a little bit. If you go lower, you average in more. Sorry, I'm really congested right now. I think my allergies are acting up. Oh boy, people are now in chat saying they're going to go long on leverage at the top. Oh man, you guys gotta be careful, man. We just pumped really hard. I mean, do whatever you want, but we just pumped really hard. Maybe we do get some continuation. Maybe you'll catch some move or something up again tomorrow. But like, we just pumped up really heavily. So there's a lot of new people tuning in, and let me just show you guys something here. And this is why you suck at trading. Okay, this is why you suck at trading. Ready? Let me tell you. When the market is going down, or actually, let me just start with up. When the trend is up, and you buy on an uptrend, you're putting yourself at a higher risk, right? Like, there's more. The higher you go, the more downside potential there is, right? The higher you go, and you buy, the more downside potential. The more downside risk you have. The lower the market's going, the higher the upside potential becomes. And the reason why you suck at trading is because when the market's pumping, your emotions kick in and you fear that you're missing out and you get greedy and you want to get in and you do it and you take a leverage trade at the top and then you get wrecked on the way down. Rather than doing the opposite. The lower the market goes, the higher, especially in a bull market, the higher your upside potential is. Right? So keep this in mind. So this is especially for the person that was talking about leverage, that's like, in a bull market, if the trend is going to be going up for weeks and months on end, then yeah, you could FOMO the top and it dumps. So you just keep holding. It pumps again. You FOMO the top. It dumps. You just keep holding. You can do that in a bull market and it works, right? You can do that too. But I'm just saying, especially for leverage, the higher the price goes, the higher the downside risk. So now you have like risk that profit takers step in and, we have like some kind of correction. And you thought it was a good idea to FOMO in up here. I'm just saying, like, just be careful. I could be wrong. We just pump up straight, for many days on end, but just like a little psychology lesson. Yeah, I don't do leverage. I don't promote leverage. If I am going to use leverage, it's me being very certain about a specific idea or something. Yeah. You know, the fact is that if you're using leverage regularly, the average person, you know, crypto influencers are making money by promoting leverage. So they can take leverage trades, take losses, and keep trading on leverage because they're getting affiliate commission. And they have like a backup, like a safety net. The average person who has an average income, if they're taking losses on leverage trades, it's not going to end well. It's not going to be good. You know what I mean? It's just to be very careful. Be very careful. Most people do not succeed with leverage trading. Just looking at chat. But yeah, we had a pretty good, I mean, obviously, best daily candle close for Ethereum ever. I think Bitcoin's coming down right now. Bitcoin's daily candle close was very questionable. Very questionable, guys. We had like this wick up, we came back down, and we closed below. Yeah, that's kind of questionable. So if Bitcoin does start dumping from here, you know, maybe if we start like, you know, if we come back down to this 48, 47 level, we'll probably end up going to the low 40s, maybe even high 38s. So hopefully, you know, no matter what happens here, we want to hold above the 45-day EMA and we want to make some higher lows at the very least. So if we do dump lower, we want to make some higher lows and sustain these levels, you know, at the least. We'll see, we'll see. So if Bitcoin keeps dumping, this may actually stunt Ethereum's run, and then we go down for a little bit. We'll see. Henry coming with the 10. I donated a month ago saying Doge may be a great pick. I still think Doge will become the number 3 crypto and start sucking BTC's market cap. Nah. That's not really how this is going. For Dogecoin, guys, for Dogecoin, what we're seeing is this like new wave of like meme investing with like GME or GameStop stock and all this stuff. And now Dogecoin's becoming popular. It's like this meme investing thing, which is powerful because there's communities driving it. But, you know, no. So Doge is actually capturing a whole nother, market, right? So like we have like the Robinhood market is sort of, that's where that money's coming from. It's coming from all the Robinhood stock traders, stuff like that, pumping Doge. So it's not sucking Bitcoin's market cap. It's like Robinhood's money. It's different. It's not gonna suck Bitcoin's market cap. But yeah, Dogecoin's finding a little bit of resistance with Bitcoin here because Bitcoin's going down. So we'll see. You know, we could totally be trading sideways for a while. And actually on my channel, when we came down here and we broke to the upside of the falling wedge, you know, one of the scenarios we were discussing here was actually coming up, hitting the 618 and getting a retrace. We had that video that I made about that. And that's almost exactly what we did. We actually bounced up. We broke the falling wedge. We came right up. We actually could not exceed the 618 fib extension. And, you know, maybe we do end up creating a local high here. We'll see what happens from there. Or I should say a lower high. We'll see. I'm not expecting all too much from Bitcoin. I'm pretty neutral on Bitcoin at this point. I'm going to remain, you know, I'm bullish on Bitcoin long term. Short term, I'm neutral until I get more bearish signals. So I'm going to remain neutral on Bitcoin for now. And actually, I normally don't say that. I'm normally not the guy that's like, oh, I'm neutral. I would usually have a strong opinion. But right now, I'm kind of just going to remain a little bit neutral. Though long term, we know where it's headed, guys. Guys, we are so close to 54,000 subscribers. We're so close. You guys want to subscribe? Let's hit that number right now. Can we do it? We have almost 900 people watching. Definitely smash up that like button if you're just tuning in. And subscribe so we can hit 54,000. Henry coming with the 5. He says, appreciate your civil TA and that you do not shill leverage. Cheers, Kevin. I appreciate it, Henry. Big says, do I think Ethereum is going through a correction right now? I mean, we don't really know that. We don't really know that yet. We're still like well within this uptrend, guys. Ethereum is still sitting really nicely. I mean, it's okay. Well, actually, to answer your question, no, it's not going through a correction. If you're asking, will it go through a correction? I mean, that's up for, I don't know. We'll see. Even if Ethereum retraced back to the bottom of this daily candle open, you know, we could still consolidate and then go up later. So it's not really like there's no, Ethereum's still looking really good, guys. Still looking really good. If Bitcoin sees a major dump, then Ethereum will probably dump as well. But if Bitcoin just remains stable, if Bitcoin just remains neutral, then Ethereum can moon. Ethereum can keep mooning. Guys, remember, stay bullish in a bull market. You know, always remain bullish in a bull market, especially on a dip. Especially if Ethereum, let's say Ethereum goes to 4,000, and then we see some, you know, a major retracement of some kind. It's very important to remain bullish, so that you're taking advantage of the market in the proper way, right? You're buying the dips properly. Be bullish in a bull market until otherwise, especially for you long-term people out there. For all you swing traders, your leverage traders, you know, this is not the right channel for you. Not the right channel for you. Let's see. We're almost at 54. But anyway, guys, I've been streaming for a while. I'm probably going to end the stream. We've been streaming for over 100 minutes, almost 2 hours now. So I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Definitely hit that like button if you're leaving the stream right now. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And make sure you have that bell button selected. That's very important as well. YouTube actually unselects it for people for some reason, like automatically. But yeah, guys, I appreciate all the viewers. We had nearly 1,000 people watching there at the end, which is awesome to see. So thank you guys so much. We talked about a lot of stuff. If you're tuning in late, you can just rewind the stream, rewatch it if you want to. But really exciting times here in crypto. And I'll just finish this off by saying that, you know, I think we have a lot more upside to go no matter what happens. Ethereum's looking really bullish. Bitcoin's kind of doing some sideways, you know, the Bitcoin chart kind of looks a little bit weird right now. Looks a little bit awkward, but the long-term chart is pretty damn clear. And the long-term chart does suggest we have a lot more upside to go. You know, at least another 300, 400% to the upside for Bitcoin, which could mean massive gains for other, you know, smaller coins, altcoins. In a bull market, the altcoins are really what's going to make you rich, but you got to be careful because altcoins are high risk. They're high risk, guys. And always stay diversified in your altcoin portfolio. Always stay diversified as well. So yeah, if you guys want to see what altcoins I'm buying, what altcoins I'm holding, you can join the Patreon. You can join our VIP chat by joining Patreon in our Discord there. So if you join Patreon, you get access to the VIP chat. And I guess the earlier you join in the month, the better. It's only May 3rd, so actually joining early in the month is better. You get more value that way. So yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.